call the meeting to order for the Cottrellville Township Board meeting this Wednesday, April 10th, 2024. Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Angela, could I bother you for a roll call attendance, please?
Sure. Mary Agnes Sims?
Here.
Angela Berlinski? Here. Marilyn DeLuby?
Here.
Thomas Kaufman?
Here.
Eugene Moore?
Here.
Okay. We have the agenda. There's a couple of deletions on the second page, number 4, in the consent agenda. I didn't get a Ira Township Fire report for February. Also, under F, new business, number 3, the attorney didn't send us a bill this month, so that was nice. So, I'm sure he didn't forget, but... And that's about it. I got a couple of things that I placed on in front of you, but it's something we'll discuss during the course of this thing. It ties to some of the things that's already in your package. So, with those changes, do I have a motion to approve the agenda approval as presented?
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
Okay. All in favor signify by saying aye, please. Aye. Motion carried. Thank you very much. The next item is our consent agenda. We have in it regular meeting minutes for March 13th, a public hearing and special meeting minutes for the budget for 3/31/25, plus the special meeting that we held also for the year-end, balancing out the year-end budget for 3/31/24. Also the approval of the treasurer's reports, the tax account for both January and February, the general checking account for both January and February, the cash summary report for January and February, and the Cottrellville Township investment reports for January and February, as well as the approval of the clerk's reports, revenue and expenditure report beginning March 1st and ending March 31st, the approval of paychecks, payroll dates from March 1st to March 31st, a gross total in the amount of $36,385.77, and those consist of paychecks 3704 through 3739. There was also some approval of accounts payable. I didn't get any opens. Did Kathy write any checks today?
No.
No.
No checks
Okay, so
written
there's
today.
no extra. All right. So we have already paid checks number 22037 to 2295, $327,126.33. We have 10 tax disbursements for February, $726,072.45, and then 6 tax disbursements for March, which would be $70,519.09. Correspondence was, the only thing we received was the Marine City Fire Authority Department runs for February. So, with those things in mind, I'd like to entertain a motion to approve the consent agenda as presented. Pay the bills.
I'll make that motion.
Okay, we have a second?
I'll second.
We have a motion and a second. All in favor signify by saying aye by roll call vote, please.
Mary Agnes?
Yes.
Angela? Yes. Marilyn?
Yes.
Thomas?
Yes.
Eugene?
Yes.
Motion carried. All right, the next item is open session. That's anyone in the audience that wants to address the board about something that's already on the agenda may do so at this time. Please approach the podium, state your name and address so that people at home can see who's talking, and then they can hear the answer if they pick up the speaker with the voice with whoever's asking the question. Is there anyone from the audience that want to step to the podium? If not, 7:34. We'll continue with the unfinished business. There was none. New business. Interest on developing a new website for the township is this big blue book that we gave you. Tommy, did you ever get it?
No.
No?
Oh, it's in the office.
Yeah, you can look, I've already looked it over, you can look at that one.
Okay, this is a proposal for a website development. The money that we're going to use is some of the ARPA money. So, and we have to use that up by a certain date. So But this stuff, two girls went through it real thorough. Nicole did from the treasurer's office, and our own Angela, she took care of all the other things. And I think this is what they decided were some of the questions. And if we can get them in here to kind of go through this, there's one thing I wanted to check. Lynn tells me that Artie Bryson went ahead and got these people hired to do theirs, so they must be, I mean, he's pretty tight with his money, so I would say they're probably a pretty good outfit. But they don't have too many things, only one in Macomb County that we have right now, and that's Armada. But if Clay goes with it, I'm pretty sure that, they're gonna be all right, so. The one that the girls kind of suggested is on page 15, $2,750 for a platinum package. It kind of fills in all this. It gives us a format that anybody can, from our township, will be able to put the information in that we need to that works here. Right now, you have to call somebody and they put it in, and then you gotta wait for it and look at it and check it, and then, it's kind of a screwy way to do stuff, so. And it looks pretty antiquated right now, doesn't it?
Yes, it's
It's
also.
very, very outdated and very
Not user-friendly.
correct.
You can't put anything in, and we can't find anybody to support the platform that it's on either. It's that old.
Yeah.
So we have to.
And then the other suggestion that was asked was option B, fully managed. The first year, it's $850 a year, but I think after we get the hang of things, we'll be able to
figure it out
figure it out
ourselves.
ourselves after we've learned that.
This would let us
So-
update the
so
meeting
this is
minutes
above and
and
beyond.
all the calendars and everything.
Yep.
It'll be the cost
Yep.
plus
So-
a yearly.
We'll learn along the way when
either
they
supported
do it.
or fully.
They educate us and.
See if it,
Yeah, the
how
girls
easy
will
it is
pick
to
it up.
figure out.
We've got three really good girls. This is another one that's really good with computers, so.
Yes, we do have
She's
one that needs to be used by a
It's just,
certain
it's
date.
nice to
I don't know
have
what
just
date it is.
more than just
Yes.
one.
Do you remember what date, the money has to be used by?
The end of the year,
End of April. So we have,
Well, we have to-
committed.
committed.
Committed by the end of April,
Yeah,
so,
April 30th.
okay.
Yep.
So that means we need to have this meeting quickly.
Well, that's why we're having it right now.
Oh, so
Okay,
this is
so
us deciding we're going with them
Yeah.
before actually
But
meeting with them?
those were the things that were kind of
Okay.
forwarded to me that were to be discussed. So the first one is that it's a
That's
platinum.
why I swear up and down this was on the agenda at one time, and we were supposed to check something out.
It was in December, I think, but the December meeting was canceled.
So the one that we want is on page 15, $2,750. And then the other $850 a year for the manage,
So
so
it'd be $3,600 per year, for the first year.
for the first year,
Yep.
yes. So, and I would entertain a motion to that effect if somebody wants to make it.
I'll make the motion.
I'll second it.
All in favor signify by saying aye by roll call vote, please.
Mary Agnes?
Yes.
Angela? Can I abstain? No. I would like to get my questions, those three questions right
Well,
there
that's gonna
answered
bring them in to
before-
talk to us about it, and then we'll,
Okay, so
but
this
we
is-
can sign it.
So this is us saying we're going to hire them?
Yes, this is the company
Before
we're gonna
getting the
use, but they gotta
answers,
answer
though.
your questions first.
Okay, so we still can back out of this if we want to.
Yeah, if you wanna hunt for another one.
I'm just concerned, I've heard of other businesses going out of business, and then the people at that time, their website just gets lost. It's lost to them. Any kind of documents they had uploaded to that website are gone. I just would have liked to have clarification. Maybe I should have called them ahead of time before this meeting.
Well, we can always make the motion to say with clarification on
Yeah.
ownership of.
The information on, where's that information
Yeah.
stored
Yeah.
at?
And
Right.
And make sure you cover that.
Now, this money's coming from a grant?
No,
That ARPA
it's the ARPA funds,
Okay.
That we have.
$2,750 and the $850.
Are we still,
Right.
can we get that again next year, the same
No,
funds, or just one time?
This is what we've got, and then we're supposed to do the park, finish off the park again with that money also,
Okay,
the additional.
so next year we'll be responsible to pay this ourselves then?
Well,
This is
the
a yearly-
$850 a year,
850
Okay,
or whatever.
Or 600 a year
Yeah,
after we
600.
get,
or the maintenance,
Used
yeah.
to it.
It's the support. You pay that with almost any company you're gonna be with anyway, so.
right. you know, I mean, I think they have a well-organized proposal for us. I'm sure they'll have the answers that I, want to know.
So your answer is?
So you can always add, like I said, to the motion with the conditions being answered.
If we can add that to the motion, I will,
I think you made it. and I
You
seconded
made
it.
it.
Okay, I'll add it
You
to the
gotta
motion.
add it.
I'll add it to the motion that with the conditions, questions being answered to our,
With a favorable response.
all right?
So
Okay.
your answer is?
So I say yes.
Okay. Call the
All
rest
right.
of them off.
Marilyn,
yes.
Thomas,
Yes.
and Eugene.
Yes.
Okay, motion carried. Thank you very much. The next item is approval of payment for reimbursement of $40 to the BSNA, and it goes to, I think it goes to Barbara, and I forgot to put her name on there, so that's who it is, anyway. She had paid for a class for BSNA, and it's for the St. Clair County Assessors Association. So we need a motion to reimburse that $40, and I'll so move. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
All right, all in favor signify by saying aye. By roll call vote, please.
Mary Agnes?
Yes.
Angela, yes. Marilyn?
Yes.
Thomas?
Yes.
Eugene?
Yes.
Okay, as you know, we didn't get a bill from the township attorney. Next item is Angela. It has requested to reestablish an early voter plan for the Cottrellville Township as adoption of R 2024, number 6. This 10th day of April, superseding the resolution that was made October 11th last year. That has to do with this early voting where you got to vote in, we got into a
Agreement.
agreement with Ira Township so that we could
Yes.
supposedly save money, but it didn't seem to work.
Nope, it didn't work out. We made an agreement to share the early voting
Expensive.
expenses by moving to one location. Ultimately, we ended up having to have our own people there and their people there and running two separate anyways, just within their one building, which really didn't save us any time.
Or
It
money.
actually cost us more money because Nicole had to go back and forth, and Nicole and Sarah had to be back and forth all day, every day, so, so this motion, or this resolution is to establish early voting here at the township hall.
Yeah. Is it still got to be 9 days long?
Unfortunately, yes.
Okay, well, maybe they'll change that by April, August. Okay, so Angela wants this new resolution to take care of the old one. I would so move.
Okay. And I'll second?
Do we have a second?
I'll second.
Oh, you'll second? All right. All in favor signify by saying aye. By roll call vote, please.
And this is a state mandated,
The 9 days,
That
yes.
was voted on.
It's just to have it at this township hall.
Yeah,
It's
we're just
good.
moving locations. It's
Yeah.
still 9 days. We still have to have the same amount of people working. It's,
do they cover the cost for you guys being here those extra days?
Nope.
No,
We-
that's all this.
We get some reimbursement for election stuff, but not everything.
all right. Mary Agnes?
Yes.
Angela? Yes. Marilyn?
Yes.
Thomas?
Yes.
Eugene?
Yeah.
Motion carried. Thank you very much. The next item is the approval of 2407. That's to standardize the rate pay for Cottrellville Township committees, commissions, and boards.
I'll make that motion.
I'll support. All in favor signify by saying,
Do we still
Aye.
have Parks and Rec?
I'm sorry?
Do we still have Parks and Rec?
Well, we still get money from the county, so yes, we do. We just haven't gotten anybody to
To
come
volunteer
forth
except
to work on it, so.
I didn't mean to throw you off track.
That's
I'm
all right.
sorry.
That's all right. All in favor signify by saying aye. By roll call vote, please.
Mary Agnes?
Yes.
Angela? Yes. Marilyn?
Yes.
Tom?
Yes.
Eugene?
Yes.
Very good. Motion carried. Next item is reference to an L4029 form and tax dollar that's 7 pages long. That's provided by the assessor. That's the information that she has to send up to the county and then, of course, on to the state. And she wants permission to do so.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
All in favor signify by saying aye. By roll call vote, please.
Mary Agnes?
Yes.
Angela, yes. Marilyn?
Yes.
Thomas?
Yes.
Eugene?
Yes.
Motion carried. Thank you very much. The next item is to purchase a camera for the assessing department. This is for Barb Schutt. It's not to exceed $550. She's went through several different models, and this is the one that she liked the best. It was the most bang for our buck, and so she would like permission to purchase that. It's got all the extra pieces that she needs. She needed an upload cord or some damn thing, I don't know what it was. But anyhow, that sort of stuff, and everything came with this one, so we're in pretty good shape. So we'd like permission for Barbara to buy that camera for the assessing department. This is the first one she's bought since she's been here, and she's been here about 30 years, so.
The other one finally died.
It finally just stopped. It doesn't work anymore. So
I'll make a motion for Barb to purchase her camera.
I'll support. All in favor signify by saying aye. By roll call vote, please.
Mary Agnes?
Yes.
Angela? Yes. Marilyn?
Yes.
Thomas?
Yes.
Eugene?
Yes.
Okay, motion carried. Thank you very much. Last item is a petition circulated by Mr. and Mrs. Neal and Lisa McKenzie for a request that the Township Board file a lawsuit against the owner of 7493 River Road, also known as AJ Salt Docks, with a Class A non-conforming use as a restaurant and a bar in an R1 district, also known as Lot 33 and Lot 34 of the Supervisor's Cottrell plat, providing for outdoor food and drink and outdoor entertainment and bands and noisy things and amplified music. The said petition was handed to me on April 2nd. I sent it to the township attorney, and he has decided that it's up to us to make that decision if we're going to do it. I suggested that we probably get, now we have this new enforcer, we're gonna have to get the actual measurements of the building, because this court order says 5,000 square feet. He's got more than that just in the outside decking. So, but I don't wanna go into court and say, because the judge just sent us back to have it measured, so we'll get it measured by Bill and this new guy, get some pictures, and then it'll be, with your permission, we'll have him start whatever he wants to start. Do we have what's the consensus? Is it something that you want to do, or do you want to think about it?
So, we're gonna get the pictures, we're gonna get, all of this before filing any kind of lawsuit. Should we?
Yes.
Should we wait and maybe table this for next meeting after we get those pieces of
No.
information?
Once we get a rolling, we might as well just go.
Okay.
I mean, it's up to you. If you want to make a motion to that effect, you can, but I,
And the reason is also too, she's saying that once we find out that it is,
But what if
meets
it's
it,
not?
then we don't do anything,
Okay,
then we can't move ahead.
all right.
If there's a specified, footage that, then we can't do anything after that.
I would
Doesn't that mean
make the motion that we accept and file this petition, and that we turn it over to the lawyer to start paperwork.
once the
Once the,
building department has
once
done
all
their
the other
work.
stuff has been filed through the court, through the building department.
Yes,
So that's my motion. Any support?
support.
Okay. All in favor signify by saying yes. By roll call vote, please.
Mary Agnes?
Yes.
Angela, yes. Marilyn?
Yes.
Thomas?
Yes.
Eugene?
Yes.
Motion carried. Now, anything else?
Oh, I just, if I have a little chance to speak, I just want to remind the board that the township did sue in 2003. So,
There are other lawsuits that they could reference.
Oh, I'm sure.
the township already sued them for the same infractions, and it was just never enforced.
But now that we have an enforcement officer, maybe.
Well, we didn't have, it wasn't an infraction because we don't have that kind of a setup, but we've taken them to court enough times, but what they did is they switched hats. And the guy that we were going after flipped the ownership back, and he gave it back on the land contract, so. And they never went back in and did anything else, because we were trying to see if he was gonna behave, and he never did in 22 years, so.
And then the tiki bar, of course, is, there was never permits or anything for.
No, that, all he's got is so many square feet, which is, gotta be the size of the building. That's why, what I have to find out is whether we can just go on there and measure it, or do we have to get permission from the judge to order it measured? I don't wanna break any laws, and I don't want anybody getting hurt. Okay? All right, public comments. Anybody else wanna say anything else? Public comments is done at 7:50. There's no announcements? Any board member comments? Hearing none, we'll entertain a motion to adjourn at 7:51.
I'll make that motion.
I'll second.
All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion carried. Thank you very much.